really cool thing about being a sports fan is going back at previous drafts in the past and seeing how all these guys turned out, seeing how long they lasted, seeing how good or great they've became, and establishing it as one of the best draft classes ever. Now, there's certain draft classes, like the draft class with Giannis, which I think was 2013, there wasn't a whole lot of standouts. He was easily the best one. 2018, on the other hand, 2018 is littered with guys who are either good or really good, all-stars or soon-to-be all-stars, and superstars who could be, or superstars who could, a star who could be a superstar, but I think there's only one superstar in this entire draft, and obviously that's Luka Doncic. Everyone and their mother could agree that Luka is the superstar of the draft. He's the best one in this draft class. I've long said that Trae isn't in this conversation, and I think that's being proven more and more as time goes on. But to say that you had a draft class with Luka and Trae and Ayton, that's pretty damn good. Some would say top-heavy, but until you start to really dive deep and see who all was in that class with those guys, whether it's Bagley, whether it's Afernee Simons, who just got a big deal, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was massive in that draft, Jalen Brunson, who just left Dallas. So many good pieces in that draft that went on to become still playing to this day. There's not many guys from that class that you can honestly say has been like a legitimate bust or just was not good at all, at least compared to other draft classes. Again, you got Luka, Trae, Ayton, you got both the Bridges, Miles and Mikal. You got, I think I said Shai Gilgeous already, Jalen Brunson, Afernee Simons. It's just the more you go into it, Grayson Allen, if you want to count him as good, needs a solid role player. The more you go into it, the more you realize this class really was loaded with talent. And talent that can sustain it for a long time. And to this day, you know, there's almost a dozen you can name right off rip that are still holding their head above water and are playing important roles on good teams. Jaren Jackson Jr., another one from Memphis, just led the league in blocks last year. So, can the 2018 class be the best ever? Possibly. Will it be in the top 5 classes by the time, you know, their careers are shortening and, you know, we're getting near the end of the line with these guys? Probably. I think so. I think they'll be remembered fondly as a phenomenal draft class and as one of those classes where you really, really had to see it to believe it. A lot of these guys are having very good primes, and they're not even in their prime. I mean, it's a very good start to their prime, I guess you can say. And what's even crazier is 2019's class was just as good, if not better. I would take 18 slightly, but 19 had, you know, Zion and Ja and RJ, and guys like that. So I'll probably do a video on 2019's class eventually. But yeah, the 18 class, is it the best ever? Of course not. Can it be amongst the best ever by the time the careers are over, or as time goes on, will it become more and more of a reality to put those guys in that class? I think so. Again, you got Luka, Trae, Ayton, the Bridges, you got Shai, you got Brunson, you got Afernee. You have so many guys that have just shown to not just be good, but really good in a really short time. So, 2018 class was beautiful.